Chosen ones, destiny recognized you. Now it's your turn to rise. This message is for the souls who have always known that they were different. For those who felt unseen, but never unnoticed by the universe. Destiny has been watching you, shaping you, and preparing you for this moment. Every heartbreak, every rejection, every silent battle was part of your awakening. The universe didn't forget you. It was testing you, refining you, waiting for the moment when you would finally see what was within you all along. You are not here by coincidence. You are here because destiny has recognized you. The time has come for you to recognize destiny in return and rise. Before we begin, I ask you to stay until the end of this video, because the message that's coming through right now is meant to reach your heart, your energy, and your path. I want you to write 99 and your warmest wishes in the comments, to bless your own journey and to send light to every chosen one who reads your words. When you do this, you are activating your energy and connecting to a greater field of intention. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's begin. This is the moment where your wishes align with divine energy, where the vibration of your soul echoes through the universe saying, I am ready, because you are. The universe has been waiting for your readiness. There comes a time in every chosen one's journey when everything that was once confusing begins to make sense. The pain, the waiting, the solitude. It all starts to reveal its purpose. You weren't being punished. You were being prepared. You weren't being isolated. You were being initiated. Your soul was never lost. It was being guided through a sacred transformation. The storms you walked through weren't meant to destroy you. They were meant to awaken you. And now destiny has recognized that you have risen above the tests. You have reached the point where you can no longer live small, think small, or move small. The world around you might not see it yet, but you have shifted. You have entered alignment with the very reason you were born. For so long you have carried light in dark places. You have walked through seasons of doubt, wondering if what you feel inside is real. You have felt unseen, misunderstood, and unappreciated. But listen closely. Every chosen one goes through this. Every soul that carries a higher calling must first walk through the valley of shadows, because it is in the shadows that your strength is revealed. It is in the loneliness that your identity begins to take shape. Destiny had to hide you to protect you. You were being kept away from people, places, and energies that could not understand your frequency. The isolation was not a curse. It was divine protection. When you start to rise, you will notice something powerful. The same things that used to break you will now strengthen you. The same situations that once made you cry will now teach you how to fly. That is the sign that you have shifted timelines. You are no longer reacting. You are creating. The pain that used to drain you is now your source of power. Every scar has turned into a symbol of transformation. You are not defined by your past. You are defined by the energy you carry now. And that energy is unstoppable. The universe is speaking through synchronicities right now. You've been seeing repeating numbers, hearing songs that feel like messages, meeting people who appear at the exact moment you need them. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. The universe communicates through signs when the chosen one is awakening. Pay attention. The alignment is increasing. The veil is thinning. Everything is rearranging itself around you because your energy is expanding. The frequency of your soul is calling your destiny closer and closer every day. It's no longer a dream, it's becoming reality. Many of you have wondered why your journey took so long, why the path seemed unfair, uneven, uncertain. But destiny moves with precision. It doesn't rush. The delay was never denial, it was divine timing. You were being equipped with strength, patience, and awareness. Because chosen ones are not just called to live, they are called to lead. And leadership without preparation becomes chaos. That's why you had to be broken before you could be rebuilt. That's why you had to lose everything before you could gain what truly mattered. Every loss, every disappointment, every betrayal, it was all part of your initiation into power. When destiny recognizes you, it doesn't announce it with trumpets or fireworks. It begins quietly, internally, through an awakening of awareness. Suddenly, you begin to see beyond what others see. You start to feel the unseen currents of energy. You realize that everything you go through carries a message. You begin to hear your higher self guiding you, whispering to you through intuition. You begin to realize that you are not simply existing, you are co-creating with the divine. You are not chasing success, you are aligning with purpose. This is the difference between living asleep and living awakened. You, chosen one, are now awake. And once you awaken, you cannot go back. The illusion no longer satisfies you. The shallow conversations, the meaningless distractions, the things that used to entertain you, they all lose their hold. Because when you carry divine energy, you crave depth, you crave truth, you crave peace. That's how you know you've stepped into your next phase. The version of you that once begged for validation no longer exists. The version of you that doubted your worth is gone. You are no longer seeking approval. You are seeking alignment. And destiny aligns with authenticity, not imitation. You are being called to live in truth, not comfort. To walk by faith, not fear. To rise, not retreat. As you rise, you will notice that certain people will drift away. Don't chase them. Let them go. They are not rejecting you. They are releasing themselves from an energy they cannot handle. Your light exposes what others hide. Your growth triggers their stagnation. This is why chosen ones often outgrow their environments. You are meant to move forward, not remain where you were found. The universe is elevating you, even if it feels lonely. But soon, your frequency will attract your tribe. Souls who recognize your light. People who vibrate at your level. Energy that matches your purpose. That's when everything begins to flow effortlessly. Because when the chosen ones find each other, the universe rejoices. You may feel tired, but your spirit is not done. You've climbed too far to give up now. The forces that once held you back are losing power. The resistance you feel is not a sign to stop. It's a sign that breakthrough is near. Energy moves with pressure. The greater the resistance, the closer the release. Keep going, keep believing, keep walking by faith. You have already been recognized by destiny. The doors that are meant for you are opening. The opportunities that align with your soul are approaching. You don't need to force anything. You don't need to beg. You only need to align. The moment you align your thoughts, emotions, and energy with your purpose, everything begins to move in your favor. The chosen ones are rising all over the world right now. Light is breaking through the darkness. Old systems are collapsing. Hidden truths are being revealed. You are part of a great awakening. You didn't come here just to survive. You came to shift the frequency of humanity. Your energy carries healing. Your words carry vibration. Your presence changes the atmosphere. Even when you don't say a word, your energy speaks volumes. That is why people notice you, even when you try to be invisible. Your light cannot be hidden. You are the reminder that hope still exists. You are the bridge between what was and what can be. You are the evidence that divine timing is real. Destiny recognized you not because you were perfect, but because you were persistent. You kept showing up even when you didn't understand why. You kept believing even when it hurt. You kept walking even when your legs trembled. That is strength. That is faith. That is power. And now, that energy is returning to you multiplied. Every seed you planted in pain will bloom in purpose. Every tear will water a new beginning. Every closed door will redirect you towards something higher. Nothing was wasted. Every experience was divine design. You will soon look back and understand that everything was orchestrated to awaken the leader, healer, and visionary within you. The universe needed your frequency to rise. It needed your courage to activate others. You are not just part of the change, you are the change. You are a mirror for those still asleep, a reminder for those still lost, a guide for those still afraid. This is why destiny recognized you, because you were meant to stand in your truth even when no one else understood it. You were meant to walk a path that others feared to walk. You were meant to rise, and so, rise. Rise with courage, rise with grace, rise with gratitude. The time for waiting is over. The time for doubting is over. The time for dimming your light to make others comfortable is over. This is your moment. You have been chosen not to be above others, but to uplift others, to inspire, to awaken, to show what alignment looks like when faith meets action. The universe is watching. The ancestors are smiling. Destiny is applauding. You are ready. You are recognized. You are rising. There comes a moment in the journey of every chosen one when silence becomes sacred. The noise of the world begins to fade, and you start to hear something deeper, your own divine frequency calling you forward. This is the voice that destiny planted inside you long ago, the whisper that has guided you even when you didn't realize it, the same voice that said, "Don't quit," the same voice that urged you to hold on when everything around you was collapsing. That inner voice was never random. It was your higher self speaking through the static of human fear. The more you listen, the louder it becomes. The chosen ones begin to move not by external validation, but by internal revelation. You are beginning to realize that the power you were searching for was never outside of you. It was buried beneath years of conditioning, fear, and pain. Society taught you to look outward, to chase recognition, to seek approval, to compare your path with others. But destiny teaches the opposite. It teaches you to go within, to remember who you were before the world told you who to be. You are not what they labeled you. You are not what you lost. You are not the pain you endured. You are consciousness wrapped in human form, chosen to bring light into dense spaces. And to bring light, you had to first know what darkness feels like. Your awakening has not been comfortable. It rarely is. The chosen ones walk through a season of spiritual pressure where everything feels like it's falling apart. But it's not falling apart. It's falling into alignment. The friendships that faded, the careers that ended, the relationships that broke, these were not accidents. These were realignments. The universe was clearing the path for your purpose. Destiny removes what no longer vibrates with your next level. The more you resist this process, the more painful it feels. But when you surrender, something beautiful happens. Peace returns. You begin to flow again. You start to understand that endings are actually beginnings in disguise. You see, the chosen ones often experience death while still living. The death of identity, the death of attachment, the death of illusions. You are reborn many times before you ever truly live. Each time you lose something that no longer fits your soul, you are being reborn into your truth. The ego will resist this because it believes survival depends on control. But the spirit knows that real power comes from surrender. You are learning how to let go, not from weakness, but from wisdom. You have learned that trying to hold on to what the universe has released only creates suffering. So, you let go. And in the letting go, you rise higher. As you evolve, you will notice that the universe begins to respond differently to you. The things you used to chase now begin to chase you. Opportunities that once felt impossible begin to unfold naturally. The energy around you begins to shift because your frequency has changed. You have stepped into energetic alignment with your destiny. It's like tuning a radio. When you align with the right frequency, the static disappears and clarity appears. You are now vibrating at the level of manifestation, where intention becomes reality. You don't have to beg, you only have to believe. You don't have to compete, you only have to align. The chosen ones carry a quiet confidence. It's not arrogance, it's remembrance. You are remembering that you are connected to the infinite. You are remembering that you were never abandoned, only redirected. You are remembering that what others call coincidence, you call confirmation. This is the stage where divine timing becomes your ally. You stop rushing because you know that what is meant for you can't miss you. You stop comparing because you understand that everyone's path unfolds in divine order. You stop doubting because your faith has been proven through fire. Many people wonder why chosen ones are so resilient. It's because you've been trained by storms. You've walked through things that would have destroyed others. You've faced rejection, betrayal, and heartbreak. And yet here you are, still glowing, still giving, still believing. That is not luck. That is strength born from spirit. Every trial refined you. Every setback sculpted you. You learned to transform pain into purpose and wounds into wisdom. You stopped asking, "Why me?" and started saying, "Try me." And that's when the shift happened. The energy that once oppressed you now empowers you. You became untouchable because your peace is no longer negotiable. There is a light in you that cannot be extinguished. Even when life tried to dim it, even when people misunderstood it, even when fear tried to smother it, the flame inside you kept burning. That flame is divine. It is the mark of recognition, the sign that destiny placed upon you before you entered this lifetime. It is what makes you magnetic. It's why people are drawn to you without knowing why. It's why you can walk into a room and change the entire atmosphere You don't need to speak loudly. Your energy speaks for you. The chosen ones carry frequency, not fame. They carry vibration, not validation. They move energy, not ego. And now, the universe is preparing to elevate you. You are about to walk into seasons that match your spirit. The same energy you gave to others, selflessly, is returning multiplied. Doors are opening not because of luck, but because of alignment. The things that once seemed distant will soon be within reach. But remember, as you rise, stay humble, stay grounded. Don't let your power become your prison. The universe elevates those who remain pure in intention. Your purpose is not to dominate, it's to illuminate. You were chosen not to stand above others, but to lift others into their own light. You are not the person you were last year. You are not even the person you were last month. Your energy has evolved. Your awareness has expanded. The version of you that doubted your worth could never survive where you're going. This is why you've been shedding so much. People, habits, environments. You're being refined for your next level. Destiny cannot deliver blessings to an old version of you. You had to evolve to receive what's yours. So don't grieve the changes. Celebrate them. You're stepping into a chapter where peace is your power and alignment is your wealth. The chosen ones are here to remind humanity of its divine potential. You are a mirror reflecting what is possible when love overcomes fear. Your very existence disrupts the illusion of limitation. The energy you carry heals, uplifts, and awakens others. Some will resist your light because it exposes their shadows, but that is not your burden to carry. Your role is not to convince, but to be, to embody your truth so fully that others are inspired to find their own. When you live authentically, you give others permission to do the same. That is how collective healing begins, through the courage of a few who dare to rise. So keep walking, chosen one. Keep trusting. Keep radiating. You may not see all the results yet, but the shift is happening beneath the surface. The universe moves quietly before it moves visibly. Don't mistake silence for stillness. Don't mistake waiting for wasting. Everything is aligning in divine sequence. Your energy is preparing to meet your destiny. You are exactly where you need to be, learning exactly what you need to learn, becoming exactly who you were meant to be. Destiny recognized you long before you recognized yourself. Now, it's your turn to rise, to remember, and to reignite the divine light within you. There is a sacred turning point in the life of every chosen one. It's the moment when pain transforms into peace, when confusion gives way to clarity, and when the spirit that once crawled through darkness finally learns to walk in light. This is where you are now. You are standing at the edge of who you were and who you're becoming. The storms you survived were not the end of you. They were the beginning of your true life. Destiny has recognized you, but now it's your turn to recognize yourself. You are not rising by accident. You are rising because it is time. For so long you doubted your strength because you measured yourself through the eyes of others. You thought that being chosen meant being seen, admired, or celebrated. But now you understand that being chosen means being prepared. It means being forged in fire so that your spirit cannot be broken. The chosen ones are not built in comfort. They are built in chaos. They are not refined in ease. They are refined in endurance. Every challenge you faced was a part of your ascension training. Every time life knocked you down, the universe was teaching you how to rise higher. Every time someone left you behind, it was because your destiny couldn't fit inside their story. You have now stepped into a season where the weight you carried becomes your wings. The lessons you learned in silence are your weapons of wisdom. The heart that once ached is now your compass, guiding you toward truth. You no longer seek validation from the outside because your soul has become your authority. You no longer chase energy, you attract it. You no longer beg for love, you radiate it. You no longer fear change, you embody it. This is what rising truly means. It is not about power over others, but mastery over self. You have seen what darkness can do, but you have also discovered what light can heal. The world around you may still look chaotic, but within you there is a calm that cannot be disturbed. That calm is the mark of transformation. It is proof that you no longer belong to the same vibration that once drained you. You have become an observer, not a reactor. You have learned that not every battle deserves your energy. Not every opinion deserves your response. You are protecting your peace because you finally understand its value. You are no longer moved by noise. You move with purpose. The chosen ones are not loud, yet their presence speaks louder than words. They are not perfect, yet their authenticity awakens perfection in others. They do not seek to dominate the world. They seek to illuminate it. And illumination is contagious. When your light shines, others begin to remember their own. That's how the chosen ones transform humanity, not through preaching, but through presence. Every time you choose kindness over anger, love over fear, faith over doubt, you are healing the collective. You are shifting energy without even realizing it. You are living proof that one soul in alignment can change the vibration of an entire room. Now, destiny is calling you to step fully into your power. Not halfway, not with hesitation, but with full embodiment. You cannot shrink yourself any longer. You cannot pretend you don't know what you know. The illusions have fallen away. The truth stands before you. You are not who you were, and that's the point. The old version of you was never meant to last forever. It was a temporary form designed to carry you through lessons. Now a new you emerges, not built from pain but from purpose, not driven by fear but by faith, not surviving but creating. You have been through seasons where you questioned your worth, but destiny never did. Even when you lost faith in yourself, the divine never lost faith in you. The universe waited patiently for you to catch up to your calling. And now that you have, the flow of life is shifting in your favor. Doors that were locked are unlocking. Paths that were hidden are being revealed. Energy that was stagnant is beginning to move. You are being aligned with people who speak your language, who understand your mission, who walk beside you instead of against you. The time of wandering is over. The time of building has begun. As you rise, remember that greatness is not about how high you go. It's about how deeply you serve. The chosen ones are not here to collect power. They are here to distribute light. You are not here to be worshipped. You are here to awaken others to their own divinity. That is the true meaning of leadership. To rise is to remind, to inspire, to help others see what you now see. And as you do, your own energy expands. The more you give, the more you grow. The more you uplift, the higher you ascend. The universe multiplies those who multiply light. There will still be challenges, but they will no longer break you. They will refine you faster. There will still be lessons, but you will learn them with grace instead of grief. You will still face moments of uncertainty, but you will no longer fear the unknown. You will trust it, because now you know that everything works in your favor when you stay aligned with truth. You are co-creating with destiny, not competing with it. Every thought, every action, every vibration is weaving the fabric of your reality. The more you operate in gratitude, the more miracles you magnetize. The more you walk in faith, the more doors open effortlessly. Chosen one, your power is your peace. Your strength is your stillness. Your abundance is your awareness. The energy that once drained you now fuels your growth. The people who once doubted you will soon witness the result of divine timing. But remember, this rise is not for revenge, it's for revelation. You are not here to prove them wrong. You are here to prove yourself right. You are the evidence of what happens when faith meets patience, when courage meets surrender, when love meets destiny. You are the living example of divine resilience. Look at how far you've come. The version of you who once prayed for strength is now walking in it. The one who once begged for clarity now speaks with certainty. The one who once felt invisible is now shining so brightly that even the universe takes notice. You have become your own answer, your own guide, your own light. This is what destiny saw in you all along. You are not becoming, you are. You have arrived. And yet, this is only the beginning. The next chapter of your life will not be about surviving, it will be about thriving, about expanding, about fulfilling the promise your soul made before you were born. So, rise boldly, beautifully, unapologetically. The world needs your energy now more than ever. Stand tall in your truth. Speak from your spirit. Move with intention. Let your presence remind others that light always wins, that love always returns, that purpose always prevails. You are the living embodiment of divine timing. Every scar on your soul is now a symbol of victory. Every tear has turned into fuel. Every loss has transformed into wisdom. You have become the masterpiece forged from the fire. Chosen one, destiny recognized you long before you understood what that meant. Now it's your turn to recognize destiny back, to walk in your power, to fulfill your purpose, to shine without fear. You were not created to fit in. You were chosen to stand out. You were not meant to follow. You were born to lead with light. This is your time. The universe has prepared the stage. The energy is aligning. The world is waiting for your rise. So breathe deeply, center your spirit, and step forward into the life that was always meant for you, because destiny has already spoken. Now, chosen one, rise.